What's the mighty good word, party folk? I'm your Mile High Priest. I'm up here, up about a mile high on the Sun's Day. It's Sunday, September 15th. What's good, party folk? Happy full moon lunar eclipse in Pisces. I was just kind of thinking it's funny that a lot of folks are maybe speaking about releases. It's more a time of continuing to work, if I may say so, as the Mile High Priest. Thank you all for being here. I am grateful, as always, ever so grateful for our energetic exchange, our time together. I'm appreciative of your, attention, your attention span. As people's attention spans decrease, mine declares and demands for more of that span, more of your span. I like the evolution through spans of time. Likely you've heard it in many different ways, in the many phrases that I use, but I do like to see how things turn out over time. So again, it's the SABIAN Oracle is a harvest moon illuminates the sky. A quick quote, Chinese proverb is sow much, reap much, sow little, reap little. We might as well just get into it, right, party folk? Again, if this message resonates with you along the way, please feel free to hit the like button, hit thumbs up if you want to support me, the channel's growth, and share these videos, share the messages with anyone that you think may enjoy them, or if the message may resonate with someone. And leave me a comment, say hello, say what's up. Let me know if you like the tarot decks I use, or if you maybe even if you want me to invest in a different tarot deck or different oracle decks. And also, what else? Yeah, like, share, subscribe, comment, subscribe, stick around. It's been kind of a weird, wacky weekend in Denver. It was very busy as far as like a lot of people about. I'm like, I always feel the aimlessness of a lot of folks. So it was good to see a friend of mine, a really good friend of mine this weekend, just in passing and very quickly. But I have a lot of love for my friends that have survived what is the span of time of like the last 2 decades, because this is really like a huge marker of the last 18, 15, 20 years for a lot of folks. And a lot of folks are changing. We do evolve naturally by age and maturing, but I don't feel very mature. Although I see the maturity, I see the time maturing me. Before I go any longer, I wanted to quote Mark Twain: "Everyone is a moon and has a dark side, which he never shows anyone." With that, magicians, high priests, high priestesses, kings, queens, royals, this is your full moon lunar eclipse in Pisces court. I am your effervescent, mercurial, bubbly, smiley, giggly, wiggly, jiggly, Kashik librarian, ninja warrior, stellar informant, funny looking jester. I forgot to shave this morning. Don't tell anyone. I'm running off to another event, but maybe no one will notice. No one cares. This is, yes, I am your jester with your stellar divine messages for your expansion, your soul evolution, your human growth, your spiritual exaltation through all spaces, all times. I think instead of asking you to release, it's like continue to work, take some time out this week, take time out to rest. And maybe in your meditations, you can continue to resolve and become organized, and remove distractions that are more illusionary than not. Yes. So instead of maybe leaning into releasing everything, perhaps release objects from the home, give away to those that may have a need. It's like declutter, that type of release. And yeah, the SABIAN Oracle also states the keywords are situations that are very ripe and full of fruition, celebrating what you have, expanded perspective, making everything clear, a sense of achievement, seizing the moment to make the most of what's possible, nature's bounty, and the beauty of the moon in the night sky. The caution is neglecting the task at hand because of the appearance of abundance, achievements waning because of neglect, wasting energy on inconsequential activities, and lunatic behavior, not being able to sleep. A quote by Carl Sandburg: under the harvest moon, when the soft silver drips, shimmering over the garden nights, death, the gray mother, comes and whispers to you as a beautiful friend who remembers. I have the Wild Unknown Alchemy. I have a lot of Wild Unknown decks here. I have the Taro and the Animal Spirit. So we're going to just go for it, right? Thank you so much for being here once again. Goddess Isis, Sun God Ra, Earth, Air, Fire, Water, Elements, Archangels, Angels, Spirit Guides of the highest light. Talk about looking through the illusion, right? The glass card comes out, card number 33. Repeating numbers, look for them, Google them, 333 and 10, 10, 10, 111, 222, 000. That's a good one, right? Perhaps you haven't heard that one from other channels, right? 000. Perhaps it's trailing like another number, and that's your bank account, right? Going on up, moving on up. Maybe you're having to spend, but it is like you're reaping a reward. So maybe it's spending to gain. And on the other hand, it may be that you are about to receive something you were not expecting, but it is due to putting in effort. Perhaps it is an indirect flow of abundance. So this does give us the Empress card, whether upright or reverse. Figure out where you are at. Have you let yourself and your work down, or are you continually efforting in a direction that is contingent to your not survival, but your harvest, what you want, what you truly desire, regardless of what anyone tells you, but in abstaining from lunatic behavior. Y'all, what's good? Wait, my name's Armando. I'm the Mile High Priest. I'm up here in Denver, Colorado. Can I just say the people here are whack? I'm sorry. Y'all, what's good? Hopefully I don't lose any followers. I read for a lot of people. I read for like 35 people, and I'm not saying they're whack. I'm saying they're beautiful and lovely. And some of these fine folk are not even from Denver. They're visiting. So that's truly beautiful. I've been getting a lot of like hits and downloads about New York City. Yeah, cool. Thank you so much. Mercury, Mars, and Venus. So Venus and Jupiter are trining at the moment. They're both in air elements. Jupiter's in Gemini and Venus is in Libra. So again, more than dignified. Venus rules over Libra. Is the planetary ruler, so it it means it's good, it's popping. Thank you so much to our spirit guides of the highest light. Please help us connect to divine clear messages. Thank you so much to our soulful, ancient, wise, sage ancestors. Wow, okay, talk about harvest. This is where you've been up to, right? So yeah, take time to rest, but don't give in to the deep slumber of the manifestation period. You've declared manifestation. You've declared your true desire. So now rest, work. It's that. See yourself through that, right? Card number 16. The watery flow, the ice, it's starting to drip. It drips. It's melting. The ice is melting. The hard. And so there could be the opposite effect, because when Libra comes in, it could feel like you have to move in a direction, and there may not be time to redirect. And so in like 4 months, this is me looking out, looking forward, right? I'm reading Pisces 27, SABIAN Oracle. These cards are confirming the message that in the future tense, it may come to become more difficult. It may be harder to redirect. So you may want to rest to make sure that you are moving in the direction of your heart's desires before you get to the Scorpio season, and things shell up, you retreat, and you become very hardened. Okay. Holy wow. Okay. When I do the first 3 cards, it's always for me the root, the basis, the challenge, the situation, your desires, and then the actual situation. So what's on your mind, right? So situation, challenge, and basis. Situation is well, obviously looking through what's not right for you, removing the rose-colored glasses. We talked about that. That's what's been happening. That's the situation. The challenge is not conforming to past and continuing to move in a direction, even though sometimes it may feel like Mars being in Cancer, it will ingress into Leo, and then it will move back into Cancer. It'll retrograde. So what's frustrating now, you can work to decalcify, allow the drip. Allow the faucet to flow. Allow the waterworks, right? Oh my God, Mercury. Okay, cool. A lot of breath work, a lot of meditation, and that's involved in breath work. So you are coming to surface. You're separating yourself from the depths, from what's hardened, right? From not necessarily, it may not appear hardened, but it may appear as in a split, overwhelmingly emotional defeat. Move away from that, right? The Drowned King and separation, card number 70 and card number 49. Okay. The Drowned King is very scorpionic and Piscean. But again, we said Mars is in Cancer, right? Against nature. That is very much like the looking glass or the glass. Different in that it is you determining where you have opposed yourself and now seeing your limitations, right? The limitations mean more so, are you letting your emotions override your desires? So you may be tired of efforting and working take a break. You may be tired of overthinking. So meditate, realize that the decisions that you're making by overthinking are continually overriding the main decision, the main marker. 56 against nature. Where are you staying stuck, right? There's something in the emotional field. And it could also be that you are not even committing. You're not even letting any emotions out. Emotions must flow, or emotions, you must declare that emotions are fleeting and allow them to pass. Look, the fog. Again, these are very much the states, right? We have card 39, card 37, blood, Mars, and then Pluto. Wow, card number 10. Pluto's in Capricorn. So yeah, things are a little iffy, as in, am I doing the right thing? If you're doing too many things, if you're not even committing to anything or anyone, I say, that sounds about foggy. That sounds about unclear. Is this the 22 materials or 22? Tools? I'm just making sure, because I like to see how Kim Kranz, they are the 22 materials. So I have blood, fog. We were talking about breath, but it's not here. We have glass. We do have the 4 seasons, right? That's it. It may have that culmination after the fall. More, yes, because Venus in its dignified position right now, trining with the expansive benefic Jupiter, both are benefics, right? They will, Venus may trine again, I believe, with Jupiter in December. So you're working towards more, like reap so much, reap much. So continue, even though it may seem unclear, right? Then I have, yeah, the mysteries are against nature. I do want to read that one for you. And then we have good old Mercury and Pluto. Mercury and Pluto work together, right? We are talking about the depths. Mercury wants you to communicate something. Mercury wants you to let it out. Depending on your studies and the history, the origin of your research, in palmistry, I believe that I don't know which origin or which historical context this comes from, but Mercury, the pinky, the little finger. what's that? But it's a cosmic force, right? Alongside Pluto, very a big, depending on how you view them, whether it's just planetary or some folks don't like me talking too much about astrology. So maybe Mercury, the god, speaks to you. Maybe Pluto, the gods of the underworld, are attempting to push you into the light, right? Hey, make a decision. So don't rush big decisions or get caught in the mesmerizing energy. Enjoy your time in this emerald hall of mirrors. Just don't sign your name on the dotted line until what is liquid becomes solid, until clear words are expressed by an honest tongue. So allow what has solidified to become liquid, because it will solidify again. So you are in the midst of making the big decision, right? In the midst of determining, is this a true desire or is it just a fleeting moment? Have I separated myself from those that mock me, that disgust me, that destroy my dream? Perhaps some of you are doing that. Scorpio, Libra, Sagittarius folk, you are doing that. If you're not doing that, I say look to those that you perceive as friends or in your community that are actually envious, jealous, committed to making your commitments fall apart, right? As you get to commitment, as you get to commit, whether it's someone, something, creativity, whether it doesn't have to do with you leaving a job, you leaving a career. It has more to do with you making sure that you are aligned with your creative nature, not going against nature. So willfulness, the force or control. On some level, we recognize, or we all know when we are going against nature. The Contra Naturam card arrives to remind the alchemists they cannot control the uncontrollable. Nature has its way of enveloping us in a wild narrative. So again, this week, allow it to unfold. People do what they do. The lotus requires mud. Spring is soggy. This card heeds a warning not to fight the flow. What were we saying? Of Mother Nature. Or of destiny. Once we loosen the grip of what we think life should look like, a whole new realm of possibilities awakens. This is a message for Scorpio, by the way. If you're vibing with it, check your Scorpio placements, okay? Check your Pisces placements, check your Aries placements, check your Mercury placements, check your Moon placement. Moon in Scorpio, definitely. Like chill out, bro. Like, I know we didn't have a good time, but you know, it do what it do, boo. Okay, you're here, so get hip with it now, right? Like, what it do, boo? Okay, before I like go off the deep end, it is very much like fire with water. It's very Scorpionic. You're coming from a time of like not even realizing how fast you are moving against nature, how you want to move alongside nature. Nature is like, let me do the work, let the flow, let what's hardened decalcify and purify and liquefy, and now we work together. Now do you understand, in humility and in grace, through everything that you've been through, not disregarding it, but regarding your knowledge and the truth that you know now that maybe is not declared in words. It's a feeling. It's more than an emotion. It's a feeling. How do you want to feel for the next decade, 2 decades, 3 decades? How do you want to feel for the rest of the timeline? Maybe you have many different ways you want to feel. Maybe you have many different things you want to accumulate. Go with it, bro. Oh my god, the black egg. This is the root, right? And the whale never comes up. Okay, that's the animal spirit. I know I'm reading a lot for you guys. I apologize. The towers are falling. You gotta let it happen, right? The tower is a Scorpionic card. I love you guys. Wow, everything's like banging around. Okay, desire to delve deeper, profound peace, ancient wisdom. When in balance, the whale is calm, steady, and deeply compassionate. When out of balance, heavy, slips into the old story. To bring into balance, regular self-care. Making self-care a regular part of your personality, right? We can depend on whale personalities when all else seems lost, and trust them to be a beacon in our darkest hours. And truly, that is how I feel about the Scorpio forces around me. Now I ask you, I work with you to promote your desire to delve deeper, to find peace, and to lean into your wisdom that is derived from like your connection to nature, your connection to ancestors, the lineage that supports you beyond the family members that annoy you, beyond the family members that you maybe trusted that lead you astray, that tell you that that relationship isn't going to work, when you know in your heart's truest desires that it is going to work, when you followed what your mother or your father told you or taught you, and that's definitely against your nature, right? Okay, I think I said the black egg is the root chakra, so some of you definitely feeling insecure about the decisions that you've made. But the black egg is definitely the throat chakra, which I was feeling a lot before I started the recording. Speaking from an authentic voice, the truth. The black egg contains one of life's essential treasures, the truth. We've been talking about that. The subtle essence of this card resides at the base of the throat, at the Vishuddha chakra. The ancient sages saw the center as a hub that governs our speech and expression. Vishuddha translates as especially pure. Balance of the center is important for all of us, but is especially essential for writers, editors, musicians, and teachers. Wow. When the energy of the black egg is not yet accessed, we speak from an unsure place. We say things others want to hear, gossip, or repeat stories to justify subpar behavior. That's the whale. Look, we have the cobra too. Wow. We might even try to convince ourselves that we have no inner truth at all. The energy of the black egg hovers and waits for us to reconnect. It is available at every moment in every situation. It's the epicenter of truth, the birthplace of our voice. Y'all, a lot of love for you guys. Okay, I have to wrap this up because I'm supposed to be somewhere. So this is brilliant. I'm gonna have to maybe edit a lot of Okay, so some of you obviously have a lot to say. A lot wants to come out. I really wasn't even moving this fast before I started the recording. And now everything's falling all over the place. Oh yeah, we have the Mother of Cups, so a very Scorpionic card, and then we have the World at the split. Card 21. Okay, will you commit to now your desires, Wheel of Fortune? Can you turn this around? Can you make it work for you? Can you stick to your truth? Can you speak to your truth? Yeah, change of perspective. And the Seven of Cups is Venus and Scorpio. So definitely sometimes you may go against yourself. You may rely on too much of what you're used to, the old storylines, right? And now Venus asks you, like, hey, are we out of that? Are we off that train? Okay, wow, this deck is wilding out already. The Moon in Pisces, working through illusions, right? Now you understand on a deeper level what that means. Why gossiping, why leaning on old stories isn't just a little deal, it's a big deal. It's a spiritual lesson to learn. You are moving out of it, okay? Coming out of the... You are attracted to someone like an Aries, a Pisces person, someone very magical, witchy, someone you think maybe performs out of the light, but is actually of the light, is actually a transmitter of light. Wow. Hell yeah, they are. It's like, do you want to win? They will help you win. They are your gift in a way. Do you hold back from this? Do you allow others? Do you allow your friendships? Do you allow the talking heads to promote otherwise to you that you're not made for this when you know your truth? The Hermit. Wow, when you manifested this, look, 5 of Cups, but you lean into the old storyline, okay? You realize that now. You do realize that. I see that you are realizing that. It may take time to rest, like put down the old storylines, put down the old emotions that are just fleeting, that are not true, right? We have a lot of Mercury here, which is probably why I'm dropping everything. The trickster. So we have Virgo, the hermit, Sun in Virgo. Happy birthday to y'all. Gemini, we have the magician, which is Mercury. Gemini and Virgo, right? Mercury is currently in Virgo, and then we have the Five of Cups, Mars and Scorpio. You're realizing where you thought you had control, you haven't actually efforted much control where it should be coming from the truth. Like, is the truth in control, or is it your mind that tricks you into thinking that you must control the way the situation goes? Will you allow it to flow now, even if it's a moment of like, you have to honor a defeat and then realize that it's not defeat, that you're actually going into the depths, that you're clearing away all this fire that is more so not the flame, right? See the flame in the turtle? Are you going to shell up away from the flame? Does the flame scare you? Does your divine essence, your divinity, does it scare you? Or do you work, I love that everything's messing up now. Do you work now? Do you see yourself working in the dark? Do you see yourself working to gain more power than you can handle? Now, do you allow your true essence, your true self to come out? Do you commit to that and then allow the flow to help you to commit to what's your truth? Okay. Thank you for having so much fun with me. The cards flying everywhere, my display going off, my tower's falling. It's pure joy. I'm reading chaos, right? Do you feel like that you're coming out of the chaos? Do you feel that you have suffered enough at the hands of others? Ultimately, at the hands of the way that you commit, to the way that you don't commit to your truth. Okay, just 4 cards. The Empress is here. Are you flipping it around, right? Okay, yes, Scorpio, it's gonna get better, right? You're realizing that the hard part's over, right? Wow, the Lovers. So making a decision about the freaking a relationship where your path unfolds, right? Look, 8. Yes, you're not due to see more defeat. Your hope is that this is actually going to work and that it's not going to stray you away from your work. That it's not going to mean that you lose money, you lose time. All right, then make the right decision for you. Don't allow others to keep you stuck. 8 of Swords, Jupiter in Gemini, Mars in Gemini. I apologize. You just went through this, okay? You're now committing to the relationship with yourself, with the truth, out of the misery, right? Misery loves company. You know that. You're not stuck there. You're hopeful that it will work. Will it? Mars in Capricorn? Is this something that you have worked for? Is this something that you can work for? Five, 6, 7 of Wands. Okay. You're now realizing where your overprotection, okay? Your overbearing control, need for control, and your overprotection is allowing for the flame to grow. But you're realizing that you can shift. Okay, look at where you need spiritual protection, and more so it's spiritual protection is the meditation that you require, the breath work that you require, the rest that you require, not to fall into deep slumber, into old stories, but to now breathe in fresh air and allow the flow of the flame to grow, right? To grow your flame. Now you commit to your spiritual essence, your path, the truth. You're stuck between that hard rock and the hard place and a hard rock. What? Stuck between there? I don't know. Sometimes I forget the sayings, but you're realizing this, okay? You're realizing the talking heads. Will you move into the star vibration? Aquarius, Pluto in Aquarius comes back in like a month and a half. So I think you will allow this to work, and you will see that you can take these efforts on, and you can release a lot of the burdens from the past. Holy wow, look, you've been through it, and you realize what you're learning from old relationships. Mars in Pisces, Libra, Virgo vibes, okay? Focus on the right details, focus on you, focus on this relationship, focus on the growth that you want to commit. Don't focus on how many times others have hurt you, okay? 9 of Wands and 9 of Cups. So is it a wish of yours that you want to work for? I think so. Look, the Pluto in Scorpio is digging deep. Pluto in Capricorn is digging deep. Saturn in Pisces is digging deep. You've seen the way the human doing. You've seen how humans do. Now you honor how you do. Now you honor how this can grow, how your work also is growing. Work and love. That's what Venus trining Jupiter, Venus in Libra and Jupiter in Gemini is guaranteeing you. Work and love. I apologize. Thank you all very much. Look, I have Aries and Scorpio the Emperor, and I have Jupiter and the fixed signs. Taurus, Aquarius, Scorpio, and Leo. Yo, keep it so real. This is kind of interesting. I honor you. I honor your path. Leave me a thumbs up. I'll be back with more very soon. Enjoy your full moon lunar eclipse in Pisces week. Definitely get some rest, but so that you can move on, so that you can move ahead, so that you can be clear about the direction and the decisions that you're making, and honor your truth and speak your truth. You will come into that, you will commit to that, and you are moving in that vibration. I honor you, I honor your path, I honor your decisions. Hit like, hit share, hit subscribe, leave me a comment. All the love, all the light, so much love, so much freaking love for you guys. I read like 35 people. I'm gonna go read some more people. Okay, ciao, see you soon.